us, many of our people. It's a sickness. I am telling you, it's a mental condition. That is why our people become so proud. But let me tell you, you are as rich or as wealthy or as poor as your community. You are as rich as your community. You are being judged by the standard of your community. That is it. It doesn't matter whatever. You are being judged by the standard of your community. If our people are or used to think collectively, our people wouldn't have been living this type of life, building everywhere in Abuja and in Lagos, Kano, Castina, now around Bine develop. Only in the model second now, go and keep it to yourself. Now you make my money for me. This is a characteristic or one of the characteristics of very primitive mentality. I continue repeating this. Anybody can dispute me with facts and figures, but I still maintain it. By the primitive. One of the main characters of primitivity in this sense is destruction of your own type. A primitive animal is an animal that eats his own species. Because the consequence is extinction. That is why I ask this question. Is our race destined to extinction? Due to our nonchalant attitude? Or this is a question. Now, this is let me there is one the story of this war I played. Let me play. There is one place I want to play, please. Just listen.
The nature of the rebellion became less about avenging the January coup and more about acting on the exhilaration of power and unfettered access to weapons. Eliminating Agui-Iransi and having a northerner as head of state did not pacify some northern soldiers. It intensified the scale of killings instead. Killing was often preceded by beating, floggings, and torture, and was mostly widespread and indiscriminate in Lagos and Ibadan. Ironically, many Igbo officers knew in advance that a northern counter-coup was being planned, but in a fatally nonchalant attitude, assumed that it would be an affair between the soldiers that were for and against the January coup.
What the analysis of this person recounting history? He said many Igbo officers, they knew that there would be counter-coup, which is what I've been saying here. But due to their nonchalant attitude, fatally nonchalant attitude, thinking that now, I used to say it in the Igbo, there is a way. Once you assume that thing, that's so you go be finished. You restrict it to that your way of thinking. You don't consider the broader view. You don't consider east, west, north, south. You only consider maybe you are thinking maybe 90 degrees is finished. No, it go be like that. Waiting concern me. Till today, that is what is happening. That is why you will see an Igbo man in a place where there is danger. Maybe something happened. Some people, maybe unknown gunmen or anybody, attacked and killed some policemen. Instead of him to be careful and don't move that area, I was saying, waiting concern me. Concern me now. Who are they looking for? They are not looking for me. You see the Nigerian military that are looking for any excuse to kill our people. It doesn't concern me now. Before you know, he become a victim. That is the right word. Nonchalant attitude. It's still happening to our people. You tell our people, as we have been warning, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to World Igbo Congress and warned them due to their nonchalant attitude. They wave it away with just say waiting. We are Nigerians, waiting. Which passport you come with? You say, when you are talking, that's why sometimes I'm telling you. They are saying, it doesn't. The people, no, you cannot accept them. Maybe later age, I don't know. But the nonchalant attitude of our people, it didn't start today. Look at, just watch. When you read the account of Madiebo, our GOC of former Biafra, he said he warned Agin Ironsi. He flew from Kaduna or Kano, where he was commanding, and flew directly to Dothan Barracks to meet Agin Ironsi as a brother. Onyibo. See na go no kwana kreka. Le na plan ndị no go nso na plan ito Igbo o so go ma onye owo na ndị Igbo le ihe na eme. He laughed. Agi Ironsi laughed and said, "Why are you spreading rumors?" Okay, don't worry. Just he wanted to warn him and we'll go back to prepare his own. He said, "No, stay till tomorrow. After we talk about it." The following day, invited him. He come. In the midst of Gawon and the other people that were planning the thing, he called the whole Northerners in the military that surrounded him. He said, "Oh yeah. One day, Moke, come and talk. That thing you told me in secret yesterday. Say it." Madiebo said he felt a goosebump. He said, "Why is my brother behaving like this?" That's why if you behave anyhow, you see anyhow. Sometimes this 30th May, I go this people that Biafran heroes. I don't make heroes. I remember never, because I was our hero. I'm saying it. A foolish person is supposed not to be our hero at all. At all. Okay, in the sentiment some certain things. We are so matured now. What's any like I will use sentiment? Okay, how is he our hero? Only for the revolution. Now, Mazi and now the nothing. How will he be? Go to Onyageshi or my hero or my role model? How? Can you prove it? These are people in our go history on the Mane Sugi. Why should these people be making all these mistakes? Today our people are making the same mistake. Yeah, come to Mason now. This journey is too far. It's very, very far, honestly. That is why my own is to first of all restore the mentality of our people through awakening, teaching. That is the first thing. Otherwise, we are Biafra. You are pouring water on stone. You first of all revolutionize, makes people understand our past, mistakes. Now, let us understand what it means to be a Biafran, what it means to the need to build a vibrant society. That is my own. Because if you continue taking this right from time, you said now, that is why I ask this question. Say, are we destined to extinction due to our nonchalant attitudes? Is it not the same mistake that is going on today? Look at market burning in Ladipo. This thing is happening every blessed year, sometimes more than once a year. Our people have been named. We have replaced Bob Marley. Yeah, our people are now the Wellers. I replace go his Wellers. Oh, here is now boy Wellers. Every time welling. What is brain for? Is our people only our brain only meant for looking for crude way of getting money? Crude. We need to innovate. Yes. You see, every time fire, they have fire don't burn. Look at the way they are treated. You say, okay, these people that are saying it, many of them are billionaires inside market. I said billionaires. How many shops? Hundreds of thousands of shops in the market controlled by Igbo people. Why can't you look for a solution, permanent solution? You know that you are working in a very hostile environment. The government is against you. Why can't you gather and say, let us plan this fire every time, fire, turning our people from billionaires into nothing under 24 hours? Why can't you wait for government? They are not going to give you nothing. That is the government, Nigerian government agenda, in order to do what? To destroy Igbo man. Now, you know that, and you are still calling government all the time, and you continue suffering the same thing. Why not gather around and say, okay, now we have to look for solution to this fire? How much is fire extinguisher? You can hire experts. Forget about governments. Contribute money. Each shop, maybe in a month, each shop, if it is, you check 1,000 is nothing to shops. Each shop, complete shop, 1,000, 2,000 every month is for your own safety. Now you make arrangements. Somebody have suggested it here. Make arrangement if it is innocent. Build for him to build this fire extinguishing vehicles that will be standby somewhere in the market, day and night, manned by people. This is how things work, how human beings innovate, evolve. So that you don't wait for government. You have your fire extinguished. Now when you are building, when you are buying all this input in, now government said no, don't do it. That time you have given everybody a proof. We will also be taking it up as IPOB. That time we will know that, which means government is directly in. There is no way they cannot allow you. You contribute money, build your own fire station inside the markets, so that if there is any day, people will be manning it. You'll be paying people there day and night. If there is anywhere there is smoke, immediately before daybreak, they are there. They will always be there in order to quench the fire before it starts. Is it not a solution that human beings should adopt? What are brain made for? I ask our people. Is it only to look for individual money? That is this struggle it's only IPOB now that came. That is I'm na ihe anyị na-asị na makwa ndị enwedị ihe anyị bụ onye Igbo, average onye Igbo nwere ihe ọma wo just ote brain eji achọ ego, enwere ihe ọzọ. That natural talent, organizability zero. Think of something collective that we will, and which is a mark. Organization is a mark for a civilized human being. Number one is ability to organize, organizability. I give example of just research about this republic you call Orania in South Africa. It's a white, exclusively white zone. They don't want any black person there. No color person, only white. You see how organized they are. A community of 3,000 people, they organize and they have their own currency. Ora. They have their own currency, which is 1-to-1. 1 ora is 1 rand. They engage in massive agriculture. They say their mantra is work. Everybody must work, because without working, you cannot build a society, a vibrant society. What is our people's brain meant for? I cannot understand. That is why you see I am virulent in this religion. I am virulent because other our productive brain. Go to that. Somebody also said it the other day when we talk about this fire all the time burning our markets. You don't know what these people that are suffering. Somebody do you know what it means? Your shop that are millions, hundreds of millions of goods or what of goods inside. You finish in the evening and went back. Tomorrow you will come back only to hear that you come to your shop the following morning only to see the goods you bought, containers, everything burned to ashes. Do you know what it means? Do you know how many of our people that will die of heart attack, of stress, that will die later? Do you know how many that will turn into armed robbers, into kidnappers because of this? They'll come back to East. Do you know? No. This generation, there is no more empathy. It's part of primitivity. No empathy. That's why if something is happening in Anambra, we say, the Anambra, we wanna do it, solve it. No empathy. We call on the Anambra saying, the Anambra is your fight. Oh no, we are behind. No, we are behind. For you speaking English, correct English, phonetics, American English is, before I would India as victim, but now Kaima not even is an insult. It's even you are insulting yourself. I'm telling you, we should be ashamed of ourselves. All those things I will not victim. We don't know that we are swimming in errant ignorance and stupidity. At all. This struggle opened my eyes. He opened my eyes. Even there I said, no. When you have a people that cannot think to eat together, that have no ability of organization, that community or that ethnicity or that nation can never survive until they come back and start being organizable. When you leave everybody, everybody behave as you want to do, just get money. That is what Nigeria promoted in our lives from 1970. Into pieces. That is why have you asked yourself, why is it that every church you go, headed by Yoruba people, even on the Benio, on the Kogyo, the members, 80% are Igbo people. Why? Because we became leaderless. I now no leader, nothing, no leadership. Anywhere, any person that can organize people, you see a section of our people will go there. Are you hearing me? Just like a water, a swamp, for example, or water, a rain fall in a level land. You see pieces of that rain. Anywhere they see road, small bevel, they will enter. Only the rainwater, the flood will pass. This one will pass through this side. This one, unless it is only one way that is being channeled. But as long as there is no one way, maybe in a desert whereby there is a small hole. Now, other place, once the water fill there, you see the water passing through different places. That is how our people were programmed to be since after the war. Onye ọ na asụgharị isi nna asị na ọ bete ka mma ka onye wo dadidi onye Yoruba nna ebe ahụ ka ị ga-aga home miracle. You not consider anything or God there. My personal experience, my personal contact is okay. Hey, that man is only no, that is leaderless. No magnitude, no direction. Here, man, we need to redeem ourselves. Otherwise, we are heading to extinction. I'm telling you. Otherwise, we are heading to real trouble, real extinction. When you immediately after the war, our people went back to not with their brain. Our people didn't go back to look for only money, but from looking for money now allowed. Because there was no leadership. That is why you see before you have real democracy, there must be discipline. That is why people that were monarchy in nature, they tend to do very well. We are real republicans, yes, but it has not been refined. I'm telling you, it has not been refined. That primitive republicanism is there. They scattered us, and owing to the type of system we have, or usually hunter gathering, human beings must be controlled. It must be controlled. That is why we have nations, ethnicities. We have now borders. Since the Westphalian Agreement in the 16th century, there were nations, there were countries that with specific borders. No more as you want to go and invade. No, go and no. That is why if you are going out, you go now. You have pass. Everything is controlled because human being without control, you are ordinary animal. Ordinary animals. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I want us to ponder. Look at what I pray after Ezenokbo is thanking Babangida, the killer of our people. He's openly thanking him. He doesn't care the feelings of our people, our collectivity. That is not his problem. He's a billionaire. Anytime he's coming to Anambra, to East, they will provide him with military and police armed to the teeth, more than even a president, to make him feel that he is above everybody, to make him feel that he is above our collectivity, and he don't know it. That is how our people are, and the Fulani, they are playing on our brains. They know this. They know that we are a people. Once you give him small thing, have you forgotten the conversation between Kunle and Alhaji, the second part, when Alhaji was saying, the problem with Buhari is that he openly hate to Igbo. He show it in his attitude, which is a problem. Alhaji was saying, had it been, he said he have Igbo friends, because without having Igbo friends, you are lost. He said, the way to treat Igbos, they become obedient to you, they become loyal to you. Just do as if you give him small connection. make him to be to feel that he is somebody more above. He said, he gave an example. He said, if an Igbo man have, for example, he have a phone number of the president. Hey. This man who describe our character, all those conversations. I don't know how you listen to all those things. I don't know whether if you are listening to it, are you learning something? Because they have learnt our character and mastered it. He said, give an Igbo man the telephone number of a president. Hey, anything you want him to do for you, we do. And that is it. He said, he described our people, Igbo people, that is the 100%, 110%. President now, who are you? Now they will empower these people. Now use them. That is why in our land, even in Enugu, Governor Mbas secretly sent some Igbo warrant chiefs to go and beg Sultan of Sokoto. Please, we want to live in peace with Fulani. How? Do you know that in some Enugu community, even in Ebony, there are some chiefs now, some traditional rulers that are Muslims. They have converted, they are Muslims. You know that? How I now one boat I get from one bondage. Now Bazi, Serikin Fulani now is the king of our community. Now that's why I'm checking this in now. If we don't make haste while the sun shines, in another 30 years, Alibo will change. In another 30 years, I'm telling you, you will no longer know that in our Alibo. I'm telling you. That is why we need to join hands together in order to continue this fight. Now, let me just say this. Azikiwe tried to save Nigeria to our collective detriment. You know, right from beginning. So it's not something that came maybe out of maybe mistake of one person. No. That's why I say, the character I want. Azikiwe tried. What blinded him is that his selfish interest of being the president of that big country, that big place. He never cared about the interest of the people. He never tried to, analyze what does, if I go this way, what does the future hold for my people? That's why our leader one time he preached about sound judgment. That every leader of a people must have good sound judgment. To understand, to calculate, this is where I'm going. In the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, how is he going to go to my people? How is he going to affect my people positively and negatively? You calculate it. That is sound judgment. But our people didn't do that. They don't do that because they are blinded by selfishness. Azikiwe, he tried to save Nigeria. Where are we today? Nzogu masterminded the military revolution, which is being confirmed today by one of the players. That it is not Ibuku. He is an Igbo man, yes. He masterminded, but he's a Nigerian military officer. And the revolution is just like, for example, what happened in Burkina Faso. Now the people now say, okay, they look at the tribe of Traore and say it's his tribe's coup. Does it make sense? Azikiwe tried to save Nigeria to our collective detriment. Nzogu masterminded the military revolution to save Nigeria to our collective detriment. Once he came to the scene, he tried to save the chaotic situation to save Nigeria. What is the result? Usobu for us. He was warned. He was warned. Not only him. Because I cannot see the reason why more than 300 Igbo officers were massacred in one night. And you are telling me that maybe they didn't know. No, I don't accept that. That is why, let me replay it again. This man, he said it.
Killing was often preceded by beating, floggings, and torture, and was mostly widespread and indiscriminate in Lagos and Ibadan. Ironically, many Igbo officers knew in advance that a northern counter-coup was being planned, but in a fatally nonchalant attitude, assumed that it would be an affair between the soldiers.
Many of Igbo officers, they knew that this thing will come, but they dismissed it with a wave of hand. Spread the same. Is it not the same thing that happened in World Igbo Congress? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went there with a very serious issue that should be contemplated by people. Now these people are coming. Now they are coming. Give me arms, sponsor it so that they ready for these people. When you look at those people, they are lettered. Some of them maybe they have PhD. They might attend Harvard University. Some might be this and that. Intellectuals. You know what they are talking. If I don't know whether any person hearing me, please, if there is a way we can have the numbers of that woman that said, no, I don't want to war. Are you telling me that you are going to war? Say it again. In World Igbo Congress, please. If you know that woman and that man that which passport do you come from or which? If you have their numbers, please, you forward to me. I want to bring them up so that to interview them, to ask them what is your take in what is going on today. This man said it. He said many Igbo officers, they know what is in the air that we are being targeted, but they dismiss it with a wave of hand due to their nonchalant attitude. Is that nonchalance still going on today? Is it not still going on in our character? Support IPOB, support ESN. What is going on now? No, instead they run away, go to Lagos. Instead they live in Abuja, build mansion, he stay there. That is your solution, his own solution. One day you'll be attacked, he will be killed in Abuja as one Igbo man that feels is doing well in Abuja. He did very well. When he was attacked in his house, and he survived it. Luckily for him, he survived the attack. But when he met later on, when he met some of his attackers, the Fulani that attacked him, that wanted to kill him, they shot him on the leg and he survived it. He arrested and he went to another police station. He went to another police station, and there the police boss came and told him openly, say, "You be Boba?" Say yes. Say, "I'm sorry. Stop worrying yourself. You are not going to get any justice as long as you are an Igbo man." Oga na mama brekete family. Oga here seeking human rights. Who is giving order? All those people, they will give you order from above. I don't know. let us support what you are saying. Support what you are doing. You are singing the way they are doing it. I like Nazi. Maybe like one person don't like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, but that what we are doing is not good. That is why. But you don't like one person, the character, one character. That's why I don't want to support. Do you see the nonchalant attitude? Is it not still there? Tell me, is it not still there? Just, support financial secretly. Call and say, oh, I want to, can you link me up to the leadership? I want to donate money. Because here this thing that is happening is affecting everybody. No, Igbo man wants, when the thing affects him directly, he will come out on social media. Hey, before I dey hear this thing, but I don't know, say they happen really. It touched me now directly, and I'm happy to survive. I'm telling everybody, I go no connect or pota. So every woman will like the thing to touch him, and many of people, once the situation touches Nigeria touches you, you cannot survive. So they cannot come out to talk. Only very few that we are, that we are very, very lucky to survive Nigeria situation. Come out to start saying, yapping. Our people are not proactive. What they are is reactive. They are not proactive. That is why I say sound judgment matters. Sound analysis. That is why you have think tanks in a government to tell you this one. Say, come, what do you think? He will analyze the situation and tell you, if you do it like this, it might be good now, but remember in the next 10 years, look at the adverse effect. Okay, you do like this. No, people might feel bad today, but in the next 10, 20 years, they will benefit it. That is sound judgment. This is what our people are lacking. They are always being deceived by what they are seeing now. Either for them to gain now, which is very primitive. It is a primitive character. They don't invest when it comes. They can invest when it comes to his personal business or something. Go to forest and buy. Buy share. He will be gaining as an individual. He will be gaining, making profit. Now that is mercantile mentality. But when we say let us come together, fight, people will be telling him now. They will be saying now, this Mazi Jonathan talking all the time. Mazi talking. It's them that are eating IPOB money. Because there is no way he have looked at himself. There is no way he can be doing something selflessly without getting money. Without, in one way or the other, he must be receiving money. That is, so he used that his own situation and character to judge everybody. As you see that thing, I continue saying it until our people start proving otherwise. Ndebo, generally, I got the primitive. It's IPOB that is civilizing us. What do I mean? We didn't have any single platform, no ideology before, no common ideology, no common platform to fight for a system. Look at what happened. Look at how the whole East was sidelined when from 2025 developmental project. The governors and politicians in our land didn't deem it necessary to call for emergency meeting in order to discuss this issue. That is not their problem, because they say, does it concern him? He is a billionaire. His children are not affected by anything. Whether you build the railway in our land or you don't build, that is not his problem. After all, the former governor of Abia State, somebody accosted him why he left the one flyover for so long without completing it. He feels that he disgraced the person. He said, look, do you have car? A governor of a state. A governor. Why should na me think about this by myself? Now me start building as if he's building it with his own money. The primitive. No, I the backwards. I the backwards. The way we reason is backwards. I'm telling you. You let governor they could that thing. You let anya. You will a car. You have a flyover. Or come on, jire akam we bidon or go and sim on the flyover. Oh, one so all gone to come makam not chant the ten. You went okay na man here. People na kaka. Hey, Governor Ikuona. The primitive. It's only IPOB that is refining us. They can be from equatorial backwards forests. I'm telling you. Nah. You know. That's why I will victim. Every time I will victim. We don't know how to meander things. We don't know. An Igbo man, because of maybe the fight he fought with just a friendly fight or quarrel, only with his brother. If he become a politician, a big maybe hierarchy in Nigeria, he will use that position to come and avenge, to show that his brother that you see today. I don't know who that was quarreling with Okorocha on social media, being videoed. You know, Lendia say, who are you? Yes, now or what time? Now Biafra Beko or Diomumea. Onye made this a very animalistic behavior. It doesn't matter who you are. People don't behave like civilized people. Anemeka arrested because he's a former governor, he's a current senator. Say, you know, you see, sinna kebendiashi, kebaishi bacon. Kebaishi. Or why I put it in our early men. I don't know. The behavior is so backwards. What I'm saying is not only about no. Man, everybody, many people. It's only IPOB, Radio Biafra, that is bringing light to our backwards brain. I'm telling you. When I talk about backwardness, people might be misunderstanding. You know, I said it's not only when you talk about primitivity, it's not only when people might be thinking that no, when you are poor, you are primitive. No. Or when you don't dress well, say you are primitive. No. That is not primitivity. It's in the brain. Oh, here I did deceive one. See, they are not chafy. How much here? We don't know that how I will champion when it comes to modern governance. I'm telling you, how I will champion. They know how to meander in politics. Far more than us. I say, what happened? The sidelining of East in Nigeria Federal Government Developmental Program, which was raised up by one person. He said, no, the speaker said, no, I will raise it up. Don't worry, we have had your complaint. Now, we will raise this thing up in supplementary budget. We will, maybe, he said, maybe, the president might think it fit to put you there. Our politicians didn't deem it right to call to meet in order to face this issue squarely as a people. No, they don't do it. Ohaneze didn't do anything. What Ohaneze is interested in is once this Babangida book was out that confirmed that this is not Igbo coup. They sue $10 trillion. $10 trillion. I mean naira. They will sue Nigeria to be compensated. Them say, So their own destiny is money. Okay, but the ego now, you are okay. Why not raise the tempo so that it will continue being a national discourse? Because so that demand for apology first, number one, leave money first. Raise the issue up, raise the tempo everywhere around the world, so that raise it up everywhere, let it go viral, continue non-stop, even to the international community. That is the first thing. But they are tools in the hands of the caliphate. Immediately they want to rubbish the whole thing. You see, the same way Nigeria government rose the infiltrator, Ekperima. Every time he's doing fundraising just to rubbish what we are doing, so that people that have genuine mind, they become confused, saying, nah, which one be the, where will I give, what is happening, what is, they raise that boy up just to rubbish, to make what we are doing as a content creation. Do you see how the world, these are ways of fighting us? When you raise a serious issue, content creators will carry it as a content creation. Now they will downgrade it to make it to be a laughing just for entertainment. Is the role of Hannes Igbo is playing on some certain issues. Before you know, instead of making, having some meetings and conferences, internal, how are we going to solve this issue? How are we going to tackle this? Look at how this thing come. Normally, it will take time. It should take time before coming up with one common statement. But immediately today, the following day, 24 hours, they go see 10 trillion. They want to rubbish everything. They want to make it becomes a laughing stock. A laughing stock. The same way government in exile, they have we are here, they came. We say we will be here, they go. They use them to rubbish what we are doing. Serious thing we are doing. Our genuine right to self-determination. Now they turn it into content creation. And Nigerian media, they promote them so that they try to join all of us, IPOB, everything, so that we look as comics in the eyes of the world. Yeah, it's a strategy. Is a war strategy. You understand? They raise things the same way they raise criminality, criminals in our land, and everything they target to ESN, target to. Have you forgotten? Now they are going down because the real criminals are out. Just like as in the killers of Honorable Azoka. Where are they? They said to have escaped, which is lie. He's killing. They kill them, even all of them. Why are they killing all those small boys? For them not to reveal their sponsors. That is it. That is it. Do you remember this thing? The killer of J.F. Kennedy, as in Warren report. He says only Howard Oswald. Have you forgotten? And immediately that man, I think in second floor, they say it's him. Immediately as the FBI arrested him, one other restaurant owner came and shoot him dead. All these things are cinema to cover up everything. Is it not of recent that they are revealing now? Donald Trump revealed that, look, revealed the whole thing. The real killers of Kennedy, that it is his driver. That it was his driver that killed him. Which means that Christopher Warren report, I read it. All those things are sham just to deceive the public. So they kill this person. One person will come and kill the other, but now the other. So that the whole trace will just go down, go dead. That is how what they are doing in our land. Remember, I think that when Honorable Azoka was immediately they say it's ESN. Whereas you have now understood beyond, we have proved beyond reasonable doubt that the insecurity that they are shouting and talking in our land, in Biafra land, is orchestrated by Nigerian politicians. That is it. It's their job. It's their job. That is it. That is why this guy said, it's not even the listening Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot solve it, because he knows that it is them that are causing the insecurity. They know. Didn't Ebube Monso directly accuse Sulu the Nwambafo that he is the person that ordered the killing of Azoka because he refused to join Abka? Didn't he accuse him directly? He didn't miss words. So you see what is going on in our land. You see that. So when they kill all these people supposed to be of very big economic importance in bringing out who sponsored you, who gave you the order, instead they kill all of them and they tell people that they have run away in police custody. Who tell you that? You know, the Nigeria, all these politicians think that we are all stupid because they have turned Nigerian population into mess. They have turned them into everybody, the population, to be as dumb and stupid. They thought that IPOB we are stupid. No. The answer is no. We are not stupid. We are never stupid. Are you hearing me? It is now down on everybody that the Nigerian politicians are the sponsors of all these insecurities in our land. Not IPOB. Nothing. It's not IPOB. They are doing it in order to destroy IPOB because that is the job they are being given. Because of still the same thing I am talking. Selfishness, primitivity. That is why I ask, is our race destined to extinction because of our collective nonchalant attitude? Is our race destined to extinction? What is the revelation of this guy? Nothing. Nobody say. You don't hear people say him in a measured voice. They don't. Our politicians went mute. Our governors, you don't talk about them because you don't put. After all, are you talking of a hope Uzodinma? Is we that put him there? It's not. So he is answerable to the people that put him there, which is the caliphate. That is why he say, even if he remain two Igbo people in Nigeria, that Igbo people in Imo State, that he will rule them like that. Which means he's not representing our interests because we didn't put him there. That is why our governors can never be together. They can never come together in order to tackle issues collectively because we are not the people that elected them. They are answerable to the higher forces, the caliphate. That is the thing. So as I was saying, heroes tried to save the chaotic situation, to save Nigeria, to our collective demise. In 1970, after the war, our people embraced Nigeria wholeheartedly, without reserve and no single consideration to our collective detriment or to our collective interests. And today we are suffering it. Today, Igbo politicians and elites, including Ohanese Igbo, are always acting to save Nigeria to our collective demise. That's why I ask, are we destined to extinction? Are we a people that are destined to extinction? It's a question. Sometimes I used to think about it. It used to baffle me. I'm telling you. It used to baffle me completely. I cannot understand. Let our people, inability to be organizable. That is the first destructive mentality we have. Remember, loyalty is very, very important. Discipline is very, very important. But when we don't have one ideology, how are we going to be disciplined? When there is no common ideology governing us, how can we be disciplined? Who are we going to be loyal to? That is the thing. And that is why IPOB has come with Biafra remains our religion. When we talk about Biafra, we talk about our nationality, our race. Because every other race in Nigeria, they are loyal to themselves, to their ideology. Only us, we don't have. We don't have. That's why you see the southwestern governors, once they gather, they sing Yoruba national anthem, not Nigerian national anthem. They will sing Yoruba national anthem to let themselves confirm that, look, though we are governors in Nigeria under Nigeria setting, but also we pay allegiance to our nationality, which is Yoruba. Who are we? Who are we? Now, let me read this just one or two news headlines before I open the line. There is this news headline. It said, police service. It is today's news headline. Yes. He said, once you want something quick, it start being slow. Telling you, when you want something very quick, that time things become slow. He said, Police Service Commission chairman steps aside without reason from probe of 62 million naira extortion by Enugu Police Command. You remember the story of one of our brothers being extorted by police in Enugu, a businessman of 62 million naira. Now, the Police Service Commission chairman in charge, he now steps down without reason. That was in charge of probing that allegation or that crime, because he received order from above. They told him, hey, leave Nonyamini, because as an Igbo man, you can never have justice in Nigeria. But does our people care? That is the primitive character I always talk about. Maybe he thought that he have connection, he have personal contact. Our people, there is a difference between privilege and right. You might be given privilege which could be withdrawn any time in Nigeria. What we are fighting for is our right. Are you hearing me? It's our right. Look at how we are being sidelined from Nigerian governmental projects, developmental projects. Now, our people, our politicians are not acting. They are acting as if it's a privilege. It's a privilege, so no need. They are giving us privilege, so no need of talking. You see, in Nigeria, anything that is being done for an Igbo man is a privilege. If you are bringing a container, for example, you are sending container to Nigeria, you are doing importation. You use Haruna Musa, your friend, who is a military officer, once use his name, only you settle him. You cannot stay there 24 hours, clear, pay the normal thing, clear, and you settle him. Do you think, how can we continue living like this? They are giving you a privilege. It's not a right. We are fighting for rights, our rights. When you use Chinedu Okafo and export your destiny or import your content, it will be delayed and automatically enter into demurrage. You might lose that container because you have no right and you don't see it as anything. Now they have programmed you, streamlined us into accepting that using Fulani or Yoruba man contact name to import it is now the normal thing. That is, all these things are things that we are revealing here for you to understand that these are anomalies. We shouldn't be in a country whereby we have no rights. Instead, we are being proposed privilege. Okay, don't worry, next subsequent budget, we are going to maybe put Southeast there. Maybe it's under probability. Now you ask, why are you postponing our own among the whole 6 regions? It's Biafra land you are postponing. Are you giving us? Is it a privilege you are giving us? Why should our own be privilege? Whereas a normal thing, we should have rights. If you say that, okay, we are part of Nigeria, it's not when it comes to taking out our natural resources. Now we are Nigeria. Do you see what we are suffering? Do you see that? And our people are accepting it gradually. You know, we are accepting it gradually. It is little by little. You know, I want you to listen. I will continue playing this. Listen to this is an Igbo man in the green chamber.
Recapitalization of the industry.
Okay.
And also to remind Mr. Speaker,
we omitted.
You didn't call it, yes sir. You didn't mention it.
You didn't mention it.
And equally to lend my voice, Mr. Speaker, the exclusion of the Southeast in the rail and roads from that infrastructure, Mr. Speaker, is one about fairness and one with historical implications for unity and development of Nigeria.
You see, an intellectual is speaking quick English, putting it in the way. Listen to a slave talking.
Mr. Speaker, I'm taking you by your words. Maybe by the supplementary budget.
Maybe by the supplementary budget. So no reaction. We continue like that. How long should we be putting it up in this quagmire, accepting, all kinds of marginalization, insult, everything? No, how long? And our people are going about their business. They don't understand all this. It's very, very sad. When you look at this man, the way he's speaking, when he come out now, he will tell you, do you know who I am? I schooled in Harvard. I schooled in Cambridge University. What are you talking about? That is, sometimes, how do we enter into this mess? The only way we enter into this is lack of political capability. I'm telling you. And that is primitiveness. It's being primitive. When you cannot be able to, after all, you see this, even 1966, for your information, to the extent, the caliphate has been the first people that wanted to secede, to get out of Nigeria, right from before independence. They didn't want to be part of Nigeria. Britain, gave them everything to bring them. Instead of Azikiwe to also fight that time, had it been he is not a selfish person. He would have told Britain, said, these people, you have no need. we too, we are not going to be part of them. Are you hearing me? We are not going to be together. It takes two to agree. It takes one person out of the two to agree. You understand? Had it been as if he went that time, or Dokara his side, Awolowo was ready. He said, there is nothing Britain could have done. Nothing they could have done. Maybe they would devise any other, but there is nothing they could have done. We would have been like India, having independence as three nations. But Azikiwe tried and said, "Don't worry, I beg, this no, don't worry. We will be Nigeria. Nigeria, it's very big. I will be the president. Don't worry." Today, where are we? Is the type of people. Look at them. He accepted the whole thing in the next supplementary budget. We are okay with that. I take you by your word. An intellectual showcasing it.
Of Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, I'm taking you by your word that maybe by the supplementary budget, the Southeast will be fully captured in the roads and rail infrastructure.
Yeah.
And any other zone.
It's been liked by the speaker. He love it. The speaker loved this man. Do you see how they are, sealing our fate in Nigeria? When you see them, you respect them. When they visit America, you scramble to give them, to welcome them, put them in your house. Maybe instead of going to hotel lodging or even a contact, you don't know that you are passively, conniving with our betrayers. This thing I name is not easy. You change our people. It's not easy. It's a big problem. I know a very huge problem. Here we tell it to you as it is. We are not people here that will come and tell you, "Oh, Biafra will come in the next 2 months." No, to make you feel happy. Mazi Nnamdi have said it several times that our duty is not to come, the leadership is not to come to tell you what you want to hear, just the same way you are hearing it on social media from Ekmenima. Don't worry, we have ordered worship. Even a Russian missile is coming. So some people went and used deep fake. I think it's still them to use Donald Trump's voice. Say, I'm going to save Igbo people. And you see some people inboxing me. Sometimes, see, even with common sense, can't you use common sense? When you are common sense, the doctor conclude all the things. No, this thing cannot be like this. To show that what I hear just nothing, nothing the common sense many of us don't have. Forget about anything. Because with common sense you can be able to decipher. You can be able to at least make judgment, sound judgment. You can be somebody will be telling you something. As he's telling you, you are already knowing where he's going, where he's landing, whether he's lying or not. With common sense you can be deducting. But many of us don't have it. Instead, the elementary thing, they will start being confused with it. Now, you creation. Now, look at the different video. Now, why you conclude on our mentality. It never mature. Many. Our capability, no. Mental capability is still very far. Okay, the very highly primary. He never even leave kindergarten. I'm telling you. Well, we must continue. We must continue. I'm telling you. So, this man, this IP officer, he entered into the case. He received order from above, and the brick walls everywhere said, Igbo man can never have justice. He resigned, but he stepped down. Say, oh boy, before they kill me, say I'm trying to bring justice. There is no Igbo man can never have justice in Nigeria. Igbo man can never have justice in Nigeria, because Nigeria is being programmed for our failure. That is what Britain did. That is why Britain, it is British interest to amalgamate us, to force us together. Even as the North will say they are going, they don't want to Araba, they don't want to be part of Nigeria. Harold Smith said no. Britain was shocked to say, how can you be there? How can they survive? And I said no, it is a lie. It is not how can they survive. It is who is going to represent British interests in our land, in our oil, to be exploiting it. That is it. That is the real thing. The real thing. That is their interest. They don't have pity for. Look at even Ukraine. Ukraine, that is their European brother. And do they have pity on them? All these billions the European Union is sending to you, you hear they are giving as aid to Ukraine. Before I was thinking it is free of charge, not knowing that they have guarantee collateral. It's Trump. That's why I tactically like Trump. He's open. He exposed everything. All those hidden things. He says Zelensky is coming on Friday to US to sign for us to say we are going to recover our $350 billion and much more we are going to gain. So it's about the business. They are treating their brothers like, when you hear they are giving aid to Ukraine to fight, giving military, you think it's free of charge. They are going to exploit Ukraine. They are going to pay back through their real materials, through their natural resources. So if they are treating people like this, their own white skin like this, brothers, how do you think that they will be treating us? That is in Africa, that they refer as animals. How? Tell me. That's why I used to ask, what is even Europe bringing to the African table? If not exploitation. Donald Trump opened up. USAID is used to sponsor terrorism. They are sponsors of terrorism. When you see Bill Gates is come. Is it not Bill Gates that they give a red carpet? The first person to meet Tinubu when he became president. Bill Gates. Given free hand to kill Nigerian population, to introduce GMO, to do any experiment you want with human beings as guinea pigs. Today, Mali has issued a statement urging United States to prosecute all those officials that are implicated in sponsoring terrorism in the Sahel, because it affected them. Do you see any Nigerian statement on it? Strong statement. Mali issued a statement direct that they should be, all those people not only saying that the US aid is being used to sponsor terrorism. Terrorists kill people in countries, so they should be prosecuted. They kill people in Mali, they kill people in Burkina Faso, and they kill people in different parts of the Sahel, and they are killing people in Nigeria, and they are sponsoring Fulani headsmen till today in our land. When you see that they are destroying our crops, Fulani headsmen inside our bush destroying our crops, USAID is responsible. Bill Gates is responsible. It's part of it. So when you see that they are giving money, I give EU will give $2 billion to Ukraine to sponsor as military aid, you think it's free of charge. Before I said I thought it's free, not knowing that they will take interest even. Donald Trump said, why is it the Europeans, they go, they get a good deal. They sign the agreement, Zelensky will sign the agreement to get good deal, get access to their natural resources as payback. But America, they will not do. That's why I like a radical. He is free to talk. I'm telling you. He's free to express himself, say the truth, to say the reality, what he's seeing. Not all these hypocrites that will come and be politically correct. That's why I advise one of our brothers. He said, where you are, please join the radical party. The right. If you can join KKK, join. Those people that are trying to make strangers uncomfortable. Yes, you tell them yes. Although I am now a citizen, but please, I want to discourage, because as you are making people uncomfortable in your country, strangers like Africans like me, they will not, you are disturbing, you are stopping them from coming, and as they are there, they will now, you are forcing them, you help them to turn against the bad government. That is the reality. Instead of all this sentiment, no, like this, they are racist. Yes, let every country be racist against mostly Africans, against Nigerians, so that they will be able to turn, when they have no other option where to run to. Now they will stay and turn against the government and say, no, we have to be suicidal. But when they have Britain now, they will open doors, say, dogs, I want caregivers, or your dogs are option. Who cares? Say, I'm going to make pounds. I don't care again. You don't care, I beg, I don't jack. But when there is no more option anywhere, you must be there in order, you become suicidal. When people will gather and say, no, now or never. The former governor of River State, he said, he said, Nigerians, nothing bother you. Nothing bothers Nigerians. That is why the politicians are doing anything they want. That is why they are doing anything they want. Look at what Nigerian senators, look at what they are doing. They are, because nothing bothers Nigerians. They are comfortable with anything because they have different options. Either their brother is in Obodo, mostly in the pie, on the send, on Lagos, on Mofuma. Nothing bothers them. That is why the politicians are collecting everything, because nothing bothers Nigeria. Listen to Nigerian senator.
I, a member of this house, collect basic salary of 2.5 per month, furniture allowance 7.5 million per month, newspaper allowance 1.2 million per month, wardrobe allowance 631,000 per month, research allowance 248,000 per month, accommodation allowance 4.9 million per month, utility allowance 828,000 per month, personal assistant allowance 621,000 per month.
Yes. This is a Nigerian senator. They take everything. They take all. They collect, allocate everything to themselves as politicians, and the population is suffering because they have options. Before you know, he don't travel to Canada. He don't jackpot. He don't go Canada. Before you know, he don't worry his brother abroad or his sister. Brother, send. So there are options. When there is no more single option, saying now, oh boy, the only way is the hard way. Let us meet these people. But once they are given this window of options, no person cares what they are doing. Look at wardrobe allowance, million. Personal assistance allowance, how much? Furniture allowance, this and that, laughing allowance, recess allowance. Who does it? Where? Who does this? Which country? Only in Nigeria. Because nothing bothers Nigerians. What we are saying here in conclusion, what I'm saying is this: that if we don't rise up, that we are going to be extinct. This our nonchalant attitude should stop. When I talk of extinction, don't think that extinction only means everybody will be killed. No. Let me tell you, when you divide a race, as they are doing in Nigeria, you divide the Igbo people. You could say they are not Igbo. Oh, they are rivers. Okay. Delta Igbo. Oh, they are no more Igbos. They are Deltans. Benue Igbo. Oh, they are Northerners. Kogi Igbo. Oh, they are Northerners. Now you have our people that now migrated and separated themselves. They are now Kano Igbos. They are now Meduguri Igbos. They are now Nasarawa Igbos. They are Lagosians. They are Lagos Igbos. They are no more Igbo. They are cut off. Everybody, anywhere we are now, anywhere our people are, they become minorities in that place. We are Lagos Igbos. So they are minorities. You see, and in our own Igbo land, it becomes now very weak and very few people. That is extinction. Your voice do not matter any longer. If we continue like this, let me tell you, as the Fulani are doing, what they are doing. You know, I told you, I used to say it here. Before 2015, or before 2015, in Google, Fulani were, I think, 1.5% of Nigeria population. Immediately Buhari took over power, they changed that because they are of the, you know, Fulani, they are politically wise. Where our people don't care, they are going there in Google, in Yandex, all these search engines. They are updating things, putting propaganda and lies there. Whereas our people that call themselves, they are intellectuals, they are this and that, they don't even mind all these things. Now, within 2015 and above, within Buhari regime, all of a sudden Fulani becomes 6% of Nigeria population. If things continue like that, and Igbo, they continue putting Igbo, whether they say it's 20% of Nigeria or 15%, I don't know. Since before the war, that is how they put the Igbo till today. Whereas Igbo people, we are the number one population before independence. So instead our population was going is going now. Their own is doing abracadabra. Why? Our people don't care for our collective interest. This nonchalant attitude, everybody is looking for money and his own personal wealth and money. They don't care his own personal contact and power. They don't care about our collectivity. They don't care of anything that concerns us as a people. They see it as a wasting of time. I beg, do your own thing. That is a primitive character. That is why Fulani, you know, for somebody that doesn't know, you will go to Google and say population of Fulani in Nigeria, you will see 6%. Maybe in the next few years they will put it 20% and relegate Igbo now to 10%. Do you see? For you, it doesn't mean anything, but with that population now they will be propagating it openly on Nigerian news. Before you know, as Igbos nonchalant as they are, saying now, doesn't matter what they say, but we know that we are majority now. Our people will continue accepting it, thereby relegating ourselves. We are in the brains of our people. But we must continue. Let me stop here, please, so that I'll go into a few minutes break. When I open the lines, now people can please call it. Do not go away. I'll be right back.
House collect basic salary of 2.5 per month, furniture allowance 7.5 million per month, newspaper allowance 1.2 million per month, wardrobe allowance 630,000 per month, recess allowance 248,000 per month, accommodation allowance 4.9 million per month, utility allowance 828,000 per month, personal assistant allowance 621,000 per month.
Yes, I want to believe that you all heard what this lawmaker said. All right, so let's do the math together. So he said his salary per month is 2.5 million naira. All right. So when you multiply 2.5 million naira by 12, that is 30 million naira. Okay. This is what he earns in 1 year. This is what a Nigerian lawmaker earns in 1 year. Then furniture allowance is 7,500,000 naira per month. That is, they ought to be changing their furnitures every month. Okay, when you multiply 7,500,000 by 12, you get 90 million naira. This is what they earn in 1 year for furniture. Then newspaper allowance is 1.2 million. All right. Yes, newspaper allowance every month they are being given 1.2 million. So when you multiply 1.2 million naira by 12, you get 14,400,000. This is what a lawmaker in Nigeria earns every year for newspaper, as newspaper allowance. Then we have wardrobe allowance is 621,000. All right, 621,000 multiplied by 12 is 7,452,000 naira. Okay, so every month a lawmaker in Nigeria is giving 621,000, for wardrobe. Then we have recess allowance, 248,000. So when you multiply 248,000 by 12, you have 2,936,000 naira. So a lawmaker in Nigeria is being given 2,936,000 naira as recess allowance. Okay, we have accommodation. Every month a lawmaker in Nigeria is being given 4,900,000 naira for accommodation. That is, every month they ought to pack out from their house and move to a new house. Then when you multiply 4,900,000 by 12, you get 58,800,000 naira. Okay, so a lawmaker in Nigeria earns 58,800,000 naira as accommodation allowance. Then we have utility. Utility here is 828,000 naira. When you multiply 828,000 naira by 12, you have 9,936,000 naira. Okay, so every month a lawmaker in Nigeria is given 828,000 naira for utility. Then we have personal assistance allowance. That one is 621,000 naira. Multiplied by 12, you have 7,452,000 naira. So when you total all this figure, you see that a lawmaker in Nigeria earns annually, the total figure a lawmaker in Nigeria earns annually is 221,016,000 naira. So annually, a lawmaker in Nigeria earns 221,016,000 naira. When you multiply by 4, it is 884,064,000 naira. But these are people that cannot pay 62,000 minimum.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. And we are here live and direct. Today is the 27th day of February 2025. Thursday, but you're being Thursday. Therefore, we are live and direct and our lines are now open. You have had it. The remunerations of a lawmaker, or so-called lawmaker, a senator in Nigeria. You have had it. They divided the country's wealth among. These are their remunerations, so not about other things, contracts they are getting directly. They share the country among themselves, and population is suffering. Or the problem of average Nigerian is Igbo man, Igbo person. Our lines are now open, I beg. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Remember, I also ask this question: is our race destined to extinction due to our collective or our lack of our nonchalant attitude? When you hear nonchalant attitude, ihe ndị Igbo ndọba akwụmi na that thing na see problem dey come according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2015 make we prepare now na they again me we happen who says so na they cannot do it abeg leave on the back with me. So as he said it, yeah, he don't care. When the thing will come is when he will realize it is when his head is no more there. Or see, oh, so here but I didn't take it serious all the life of Igbo man. No, the back with me. We were mistakenly telling the Hausa people so now how back with me without knowing that all I want one day but one may be the back with me nonchalant attitude. Now it doesn't matter. I beg. When it will start mattering, when you are seeing it, it is too late. Caller on let me see. What's up? Can you hear me? Mazi? Caller on what's up? You are the first caller. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan, good evening.
There, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much for this program. I'm happy that I got some great lovers of freedom. Greet our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all the DOS. Mazi, going through listening to all your education, I feel like crying because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has seen this long before now. There was a time he said that our ability to push this struggle is mental strength, not physical strength. That mental strength is what we need now. Because if you look, both the followers, both so-called political elite, both so-called politicians and elder statesmen, everybody, most of 90% has a weaker mental strength. What am I saying, Mazi? IBB just came and gave a revelation of how they lied against Igbo in the public. He gave it in the public and said openly that is not Igbo Q. That Nzogu, the only person there, is more of Hausa than Igbo. Okay, that's been taken. If Nigeria is a sane country, IBB will leave that hall to a detention camp. From there, he will be tried, even if it's 2 days before he dies. He will spend the rest of his life in jail. Instead, they are there clapping. That is one. Number two, our foolish leader, Atoeze, was there praising and eulogizing IBB. Mazi, let me not go there. Now, what I'm trying to say is, Ohaneze Igbo, who is our so-called fathers, instead of standing on IBB's revelation and standing on this recent Ruhaha in National Assembly of excluding Ndibo in the rape project, instead of combining that two to push for a stronger demand to restore all we have lost, the only thing they're asking for is financial reward, without even putting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the picture. Mazi, now look at the blogger they called VDM, very dark man. He was the one saying that if Igbos, he's not going to speak for Igbos, that by this time all Igbos should rise, close their shops and do a peaceful march. They are reminding our people what we're supposed to do. Everybody, both leaders and followers, we have a weak mental strength right now. Everybody is in a weaker state. Nobody is realizing that they are rubbing it on our face and nobody is saying anything. I don't know why our leaders are just asking for 10 trillion. Okay, now, if they bring 10 trillion, we need to wake up our dead grandfathers, our uncles, our brothers that were killed during the war. 10 trillion, we need to be able to reconstruct and rehabilitate all the infrastructure in the southeast. Okay. Mazi,
they will be called at the back, by secret. They will be called and given small things. That is what they want. That is what they are looking for.
Exactly. They're looking for their own. Looking for their own selfish. Now, Mazi, coming down to your last point. I just went in Google. Consider a population of Fulani in Nigeria 6%. That is 16.8 million. I was shocked because there was a time they checked in about 4%. Now you see how
before 2015 it was 1.5%. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I was so-called professor and now so I don't go
percentage of Igbo. The same is going down, it's going downwards. Our people don't care about all these things. Very backwards now. They don't care.
So and now so Igbo make political intelligence and nothing is coming out of it. Mazi, to summarize it, even though Mali and Burkina Faso they are far away from us, I pray one day that somebody will be anointed from our zone to replicate what Traore is doing. That guy is true Africans. I know now so Igbo, they are leading Africans. See how they are saving themselves. Now, look at Donald Trump has come and exposed everything. Or say that look, the author of rare earth now Ukraine, in compensation with the billions of dollars they are spending there. Mazi, I'm happy here. My head is full of what to say, but let me leave others to speak. Mazi.
There war. That is it. Our people, they don't go to the main ingredients of things. They don't update, challenge things, even in Wikipedia, in update things. How can you be saying, Igbo population in Nigeria is whether 20%? How dare you? You have remained dormant like that since independence. And they accept. So we don't grow in population. Is that what they are saying? Instead, Fulani is increasing every 2 years, doubling. When you must take a year of professor, I beg. Caller on signal, Mazi Ebona. Can you hear me, please? Go on.
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan.
There were.
But we are unsalvageable. I will be going on now, we are unsalvageable. It's the reality. This is why why you were making your assertion constructively and strongly, Mazi, I begin to reflect back to one certain clip I watched, and I listened to our internal leader where he was responding to an interviewer who was throwing a question. He said, how can you impose on a people? Like, how can you call a people, you put a tag on them, and you try to put a leader on them? I listened to that clip, I wasn't quite familiar with the Chinedu that brought that statement, but now I begin to understand our internal leaders, because men like that who have seen it all and make you feel. These are the leaders we have in Igbo that are no more aside our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and few, because our leader is not the only one championing the struggle. It is a global movement. So in his absence, people are there to fill in the gap. So don't think for our leaders like Mazi Nnamdi and many who cannot begin to mention. This is the only people who have in our Igbo. And if one goes only will have to go down to Biafra there. I so much believe in that mindset that Biafra is only saving grace. And it's high time for the we need to say more about Biafranness. Try to go to that Igbo because nobody has been able to answer this question. Who is really an Igbo man? Who are Igbo? Because it's not in our land. Nke weziokwu na o nwekwara ndị hụrụ gị na ịhụ onye Nsụka, ịhụ onye Mbekelu, ịhụ onye nke a, ịhụ onye Igbo, anaghị gị onye ime nkịta ị na-atụ ị na-atụ ibibi ọzọ nta, anaghị gị onye ime nkịta. This internal conflict is that we armor ourselves as a collective force oil was the major challenge. There is no organizational leadership in our land, or a vacuum. And the people are saying, in Igbo, going to tell Tinubu, they demand $10 trillion naira from the revelation by IGP. These are people who are handpicked. Under our eternal leader, impose a leader on people. Because I could remember when we came to our people, essence no people, we have our people, which are once there, you know that I go there, we can eat their and the engine envelope. They will manage for there. They will manage with information. They have already looked at in our own. They have lived when I social media, not personality. No one anything that people are believing our people in thousands, no people. Our same able to do that. They don't know what we have. So this is why me as a person, how this leadership I'm going to have the name we can say in them what's following organizations to say now our people need the freedom. All that is a very big task because let me tell you for example, you know that now only live for 1 year. Is the example that now I marginalize now Igbo even mechanical industries the you know that now that useless animal artists they will that opportunity and another food will destroy all these things. That one then young one go do what they know about you know. So what the same man in during the time of Buhari 2015 that now what God not getting Igbo power. Now, Buhari will be the man now getting Igbo power. After how long getting Igbo power? And all now people who our people are drawing their lessons from. You know, mother say, you know, what people talking at Twitter they what they do. You know, they are ideological leaders. When you say that Igbo the unavailable, or going away from maybe all Biafra are the Igbo to other I am because I have a lot of negative with this name. Or we will all on one because one thing in Igbo who they can promote culture, I they promote culture to our first and anything to defend our political interests, if I will see to see their individual interests or their organization, but not only for and they are started ideas that is Biafran organization because our leader made us understand that now what we are is indigenous people of Biafra, indigenous people of Igbo. No, Igbo is a nation in Biafra. So there are other nations. So in our internal politics, the problem today and all the judicial anyị kwado dị nwanne asịbịkwubere ihe nwedịrị wụ just apụta na pati eme ego ihe chi ya mmadụ nwụọ ọ dịghị ka ihe atụrụ na ogbochighị gị iketa ụra ego no always story every onye dịka ebu nkụ is a character in our family houses, in our offices. So we now inform the way we reason and this is why other people, even with the industries, but if they see how we try to make all these things political, we want to always feel among the of our operation, we want to always do it more, This is why entire region will be excluded, Mazi. It's very painful. We'll be excluded from the national program. Okay, now I'm wanted. When they got even the person that came out to speak, I saw Toya Dan, May Abracabra, but I'm a member 9th assembly, the 10th assembly, which is the Senate, the Red Chamber. I don't have people there. I have for this. Everyone one day brought it at motions. And why is it like that? They will not ask questions now. But the problem with them is not that they are not representing us. No. The problem is that they know there is no representation. So when they go there to speak, they speak as your leader. They tell the people, no, listen, we can control them, we are in charge, it's our land, we are the elected us. What they know inside them now, they are not representing us. And these people know that they are not representing us. This is why I know they know that now. And what we are doing, man, these people, we have a long way. And the only way is the way forward. There is no way backward, man. There must be
thank you.
In what we are doing. And in my conclusion, these are our so-called media warriors. They are warriors. Let them fight the enemy. Warrior now of fun of the middle. You can't have all these distractions. How can we be in 2025? Then I drag the power of 2023 with your fellow police. Or the very interesting more than enough. Mazi, this is my humble submission.
Well, thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on.
Good evening, Biafrans. Amama Olumona Aputa.
Ganiro Aputa.
Okay. Because I'm making Loya Abuna. Na-ekenekwe nwunye onye ndu maka ọ dịrị nwaanyị anyị izu ọ dịghị izi ụmụ nwaanyị ndị ọ ga-abụ ha pụta na soshal midia na-eti n'ebe anwụ di ha asịkwa di ha asị bọtụ nwaanyị kwechiri nsị ekele dịrị ya bikọs ọ ya nwasokwo na-agba ya ume bikọs nwaanyị agharịpụ na ọ ga-emekwu onye ndu onwe obi bụọ so ya wee wụrụ ya nga na-ekwusi nke this ESN fundraising a na-ayọ ndị Igbo ayọ a na-ayọ abụ n'ofu pati na achọrọ ime pati na ewepụta ego n'ama ya na-akpọtụ asị onye agburu 25 nama a ga-eji kwa nne o gburu 2000 nama asị a ga-eji kwa nne na nna ya mgbe na-asị biko ọ bụrụ na unu ga-eme wepụta ihe dịka time so ndị ga-volunteer because o nwere many people ga-eme this thing volunteer achọtara ha ezigbo ọrụ ebe dị aṅa salary ha ọ bụrụ half of the salary ọ kwọta ha na-ewere kwọta ewere this money were na sponsor this struggle it will be more better and many volunteers will come out. Ya na-agwa gị na-abụ eziokwu maka ndị Igbo na ọ dịka after that war ihe egbufọrọ ụmụ nwaanyị ha nwoke ha bụ ihe ụmụ nwoke na-ebu mana ụmụ nwaanyị ụfọrọ and mostly narcissist patients ka nkụ na be anyị enwe ndị a na-akọ narcissist patients ha achọghị ịma inwe ha na nna inwere ha na nne ihe ama only their self interest ka ọ baa ha na-akpa inwe ha asụ nwanne asụkwa ha na-atụzata 100 containers and on ndị aka Nigerian government bịara fichcha out mesia market leaders church leaders na ndị leaders niile anọ na gbara Nigeria niile a gburugburu na-efu ma ndị esend kwuru obodo oyibo ọ bụ na ha jesiri wee finisi ebe dị aṅa so ọ bụ ihe na-ekwu ọ bụ na unu na-eme ndị anya na ha emegharị ahụ is a very big lie because those people doesn't have sense of human. They are mad people but ha yi ezigbote akwa ndị agha na anyị ha but ezigbote akwa dị na ahụ so ị gaghị ama you think they are okay. Most of the governors is chairman ihusiri all of them are mad but hey ezigbote akwa they don't have sense of human being or conscience. In achịgwa m na ihe niile unu na-ekwusi all these things unu na-ekwusi nweghị ndị ma guys mmadụ nọbara ya since unu kwere ruo taa ka na ihe ayọ na ya no is abnormal na ndị ama ihe dị n'ime so unu lebara ụmụ ebe anya ịbịa na Lagos na ifuna ya live na Abuja na North ndị market leaders niile hụ they are suffering the young Igbo boys Igbo youth many of them bi n'ime ahịa many of them so ụmụazị Yoruba ma ndị Hausa na-ebigharị na this no concentration onwe ihe a na-aghọtazi again and o nwesịrị some group kootu so ka gịnị ka anyị akpọ ya n'obodo a ewepụtasịrị eji ejidechie ndị Igbo ma mee ahụ na ị na-achọ inweta ego isi ụwa n'otu uwe chụwa gị inweta ha ga-eti gị na that court corona. You can never do anything to help your people again. Some people will get na family again. No na Lagos, no na Abuja. You make Patahaka on Hatsigi. No na Abuja, no na Lagos. Within 2 months, within 2 years, recover pay gun jania, recover gun jania, away go. Imagine some people na-ekwu okwu gị na-ele ma ndị a aṅụkwara mmiri ọwụ mmiri ara nama ka e nyere ndị a ka ha aṅụkwara mmiri ara nne ha ọfụma. So my brother, unu na-agbalikwa mụ aga atụrụ gị asị people are trying without this radio. Many people na-eche echiche ka mmadụ aka ekopụsigo. They would have to run mad like mụnwa one of them. But every day dem na-ege radio apụ na m. Nwa ahụ agba radio ọ ga-ekwe agba ya. Man, I must make sure that radio they try Instagram, they try about make sure that you people should go on because yes, now I'm sure I need to hear now you're in the mother. Ask for volunteers, and they volunteer gap. Anna Roll with a salary and they may ask sponsors this thing. Oh, yeah, but I can't and I am mother. I will bring one game and what I can go na again. Ne Poriacon and Niane, I go na go you. I thought why first when reach up in the Agabe there like last year. When do there were
thank you very much. There were there is this suggestion of our brother that makes me laugh. So look work for get a job for our people. Now you be taking the salary or half of the salary, putting it into yes now. Some come now, many people, many of us use IPOB platform to build themselves. IPOB promoted them. They started Biafra, Neku, IPOB, Mepe social media. Biafrans followed them. They promoted their page. Once they see that they have arrived, now how we put their true color. Only bokige I will help you get a job somewhere here, but you'll be paying 50%, contributing it as IPOB. You will accept. I was thinking, Naka, I may go to Hapogoden there. Hapogoden. You will accept. Chereka onukwara. Ya nwetezi ọrụ anụkwara ọfụma no 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Again here change. Yeah, I know I beg, not touch my salary again. I know they do again. I know they again. I have problems in my family. You are talking. Hapuganda Igbo. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, you are not there. I don't know. Caller on Signal, can you hear me? Please go on.
Hello, good evening, Mazi Jonathan. I'm hearing you very well.
There were Mazi.
Let me switch off my listening device, please. Sorry, just a moment. Because yes, Mazi, good name. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi, and I'm reaching for the Netherlands. You see, our brother. Let me start with that. Our brother who called, who suggested to find work to our people, and then they'll be paying a certain percentage for the struggle. That idea. We can laugh at it because of where we come from and knowing our people. It may seem outlandish to our people, but here in Europe, some people who are struggling for their independence or even to their mother country, they pay a certain percentage of their salary.
Mazi, we are talking of our people. We are not speaking long grammar comparing with other. We are talking with for our people. In our call, Mazi. Don't worry. I from difficulty. Before you know, he must wriggle out of that agreement in any way. Instead, after 1 year, instead, I will run one way. Resign off from there. Saying, now you may go free. You don't care again. Mazi, this struggle me premaya. Go on, Biko.
I mean, the example you gave was very right, because we have family members, we have IPOB who immediately they got their, they fly, they leave the whole struggle. So besides where we continue, your question of are we destined to extinction? I will say that our people's behavior will suggest that, but the coming of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ESN have grounded the like-minded people for self-determination, both in diaspora and at home. And that's why IPOB, the movement is very strong. And another thing that makes our survival in our space, our growth, our thriving in our space very difficult is because of this migration. But I'll touch that in my later comment. I go to the legislatures or legislators, and the allowance they pay them and their salaries, and they cannot pay people 50, 60 or 70 tokens of 100,000. That will tell us why they will not, both our politicians and the whole Nigerian politicians, they will never do anything to deprive them that allowance, that privilege they have, even if they go to pension. Do you know that governor, of course you know, but Nigerians should know that governors receive governorship pension. You go to Senate, you take a Senate pension. You go to minister, you take ministerial pension. They know that if an organized country emerge like Biafra, your pension will move from one position to other till you retire. You see? So that's why they will never allow Nigeria to disintegrate. Anybody waiting for Nigerian politicians to help to disintegrate Nigeria is wasting the time, because they are gaming and benefiting from the system. And our brother who complained about not including the East in the budget of this year, the saddest thing is that his brother who spoke after him, instead of backing him up, why couldn't the whole legislator want it? Because legislation doesn't allow me to call legislator anymore. Why couldn't all the whole lawmakers stand up in protest against this? How can you make a whole budget and you don't include the people from whose land majority or overwhelming amount of the budgetary money is coming from? And they sit, nobody's talking, like you said, nobody's talking. Why our elites do not act in our people's interests? I will tell you that our people have a warped idea of classism. That is, this is our class, this is our club. I belong to this, I belong to that. And while we are doing that, they have that also warped sense of royalty. Like after the Nupe saying that Babangida made him who he is. And therefore that expunges all the guilt and that turns all the genocide he committed on our people. It doesn't matter, he made him who he is. And that type of royalty does not augur well for our communal interest, and our people are very fond of that. And they have the idea of don't rock the boat, and I have had that, when Edwin Tech was alive, he was telling some people, don't to be in haste, queue up, it will soon be your turn. So when you have the idea it will be your turn, and so you have to respect those who are sitting on your head, you will be waiting for your turn until you die. How many are you waiting on your turn? But if you have a working system that will take care of everybody, you don't have to wait for your turn to be a governor or a minister. The system will protect you and give you a job at least. And you see, the so-called another thing our people are not thinking about. You see, people who they give honorary degree in Harvard, in Princeton, in Yale, and all that, in like you said, which one in UK, Oxford. And Cambridge, when they give you either scholarship or certificate or honorary degree, honorary doctorate, honorary professor, these are the things apart from cash. These are the things they use to buy our people's royalty and loyalty. So that people will say, hey, people who valued me to put me in this position, to give me this degree, how can I go against their interest? Forgetting that your own people's interest comes first. You can go anywhere to study, you can be friends with anybody, but you represent yourself and where you come from. And so when you get in politics, it's not the people who gave you the education you are working for, but you are working for your land. But our people seem to, don't get that. And then I talk about migration altogether. The migration of our people is a long-term disease. If a big fish is coming like Christmas, you see how our people are coming home from north and south, east and west, even in Nigeria and the further overseas, and everybody will be coming home. And immediately from the 2nd of January, you see how our people are running like their father's compound is chasing them. And when you go to a place, you have your job there, you have your children there, maybe you buy a house, you have your life. You will want to go back to that life but because human beings are habitual beings. So our homeland now becomes where they go to spend a couple of days or a week or two. Everybody will be on the run. How can you build a home? How can you develop a place with that attitude? That's very difficult. And then because before we come to the religious and the educational conditioning, these are factors that are making our people to be sheepish and docile. This is our time. We will do this job by the grace of Chukwukama and by the consistency of those who are called to do this job. Support our leadership, support the Eastern Security Network, and join IPOB. Let us join hands and restore Biafra. God bless Biafra. There were Mazi. Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Please go on.
Yes, Mazi. Ihe gbasara ndị be anyị onye nwe uche ọ na-agbanye mmiri. Ị ga-anọrọ by yourself ị na-ebe akwa because it marks of utter helplessness. So like you said, are we destined for extermination? It bears all the hallmarks of extermination because I make under threat. Threat unequivocal, existential, like wiping us out. So anyhow, kind of mental enslavement can imagine. I know that all black people were a problem of mental enslavement where the individual becomes a happy slave because in your position or honored. But all they can keep the Igbo kachacha, or the worst of all black race. You know, but the only way I can fight out with this media literacy which Radio Biafra is providing. But sadly, our people rather go get information from fake sources, like you said, like that AI generated in here of Donald Trump. And I also got calls from some people, even Americano, they're not Americano, who you think, would have known, but instead of figure Radio Biafra, they are chasing content creators and they spin content creators now they present in social media. And on this Radio Biafra week, the only thing we is upcoming, and we need to keep, hammering on collectivism. Collectivism is what strengthens the individual. A racist onye ọcha na-aba mba. Ị ga-ahụ nwa akpakara onye ọcha hopeless poor person, but n'ime onwe he has more value and power than a medical doctor na hospital ọ na-abara mba. Because of the collective identity of white power koko na-aba. Omar, if left between him and that black medical doctor, Nigeria will take him to the cleaners. But Omar, that all by his whiteness, which is collective whiteness, go jikara that billionaire Onishioji. But in the bank, I just don't, because
Mazi, just like what I used to say. Mazi, now, he got meet here one miserable American. A homeless. Now, where he born Nigeria. A boy a Gamera passport. You were. No apopayo. Yes. Every bar ticket land on Nigeria. Tag share respect. If I get near respect, if more than you, self who on you with your G. That is the thing.
But all that collective white identity,
yes,
we care.
The system, yes. The system.
Yeah, it's the system. It's not his individual self. But in our Gwandibanya, Nazwahana, Abuja, Lagos, yeah, destroy year in, year out. How after just 1%? How can use or inari? We put that one portion support or IPOB. That freedom, Hana, they will get it. Ability to wherever car for Mabana Wahagi Bubatea with no hassles, no harassment, you get it. And that in nature that Nigeria is a bigger market for you. No, when you get Biafra, the whole world will become your market.
Of course.
I don't know, I'm a mobile or mental enslavement or harmony with their media called emasculate, because of by emasculation through mental enslavement control, because it started with they first of all culturally emasculated us. You won't be proud to speak Igbo. So behind your subconscious history will a problem. Therefore, your identity is now a problem. Therefore, it will be okay for anybody to rubbish you, kill you, throw you away. Can you protect time from all our so-called intellectuals, the so-called intellectuals? But Nnamdi Kanu Wega court. They don't look at all these little things. These are the kind of things you have to make noise, even if you don't like Nnamdi Kanu, because it affects the generality of people, including you. And I noticed in here Nigeria, and maybe her test there I am no. Maybe her test there wanting her kind of reaction. And unfortunately, there's no repercussion, there's no reaction. The next time, what do? They up the ante. You remember when they started demonizing IPOB? Nobody cared. Instead, when you're on our zone, I know the IPOB, I know the IPOB. Instead of standing firm and saying what is wrong with being IPOB, what is wrong with being? But how about Ankiti? Just say name have political attack. I mean, I see Obi IPOB. For some reason, I'm an idiot to this stupid. Now how touch all these things. Or how about the Igbo one Nigeria? Are they the stupid ones? You know? And that's why again, Soludo, how request Soludo, all of a sudden, Omenala was a crime. Mandi Christian Bankiti in their mind now, Soludo na Batana. You don't know that the system is criminalizing you as an individual. You don't know that the system is creating a way for you to be destroyed, to make it okay and acceptable to destroy you. You cannot legislate a people's way of life. Omenala, ordinala is our identity and our way of life. You cannot legislate a Chinese from worshipping a Buddha. That is his identity. You cannot legislate an Indian from worshipping a cow. That is his identity. Once you attack that, you are now attacking him and you want to exterminate him. But na only India where I want to worship will destroy my farm. Now is a crime. Then you can deal with that particular issue. Then arrest him for Ibu, not for Ibu onye dibia. Because oga akwara ha okwa na ikutu utaba ke shaba ni mahia. Because no do na hasigi na that red cap Igbo no crime. And that this Igbo are so speaking it well.
This thing you're saying, although I didn't want to preempt. I will expatiate more on Saturday. Because there is something very hypocritical. Many people there na bondioka. When there's something that baffles me, even in this struggle. You see people, we are crying against injustice, but when they see that injustice is being committed against some other people, maybe because of their creed or anything, they will keep quiet because it's favoring them. Mazi, I cannot understand it. It's favoring them, all them are like that. But they are trying to start up something that they cannot end. I'm telling you. I don't want to just keep quiet. I want to expatiate more on it on Saturday. You know, because don't stereotype. Don't stereotype. No. You know, how can you, if there is a crime committed, is there anybody that is pinned to a crime, no, investigate and arrest that person, let the person be, made to face the full wrath of the law. Or what he believes in, or he criminalizes here that thing. We are just going back to during the colonial period. Ochi nwayọ onyara with ochi before in emo yipu akwa. Ihe anyị na-asọ sectarian violence. There is, I wrote it in my timeline. Why? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2015, he was in Kuje prison. When he was there, he saw some Boko Haram suspected members that were there without going for 3 years, without denying them, even hearing in the court. He know that it's injustice. He didn't say no, these are Boko Haram or they are Muslims, I don't care. But he fought for them. He even brought a lawyer. Ejiofor stood for them, and those people openly, we saw it. That is how we're supposed to be. You cannot be a freedom fighter after you are when you see injustice being meted out to maybe the only place I la free eba munoge na alibo manese ne boro nyo menala Mazi. This madness on our people's brain, either warrior by fire or by force, because they are bringing up a problem that will consume everybody. I'm telling you honestly. When it is happening, people will not condemn injustice. Say no, this is not. It's not about how can you catch someone say because Onya no one is shrine or one, or is it against Nigerian law? Let me say that. Is it against Nigerian constitution?
Exactly.
Or if maybe you check, there is something there that connects the person to kidnapping or to killing or any banned drug, no problem, charge him for that. Because you cannot tell me you will be going to church, you start asking this thing you put there, this sticker, what is the component, what is the work? The people that come to you, your church, and give you money, what is their work? Because many kidnappers, many killers are coming to church paying taxes, paying tithes and offering. Mazi, I don't want to preempt. Just go on, please conclude.
Yeah, can help you on Saturday. Can you get off my, but here with me with that a lot of people we here men are leave. Their reaction that is I give up. That is I can't even react. Because these same people, I saw somebody who donated almost a lot of money to be VDM.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Our people are our people.
No, I can't help you, because I'm sorry. Thank you.
This is where I'm going to end the calls, please. The issue is this: without us, according to this Biafra struggle, without genuine Biafra will not come with hypocrisy. It's impossible. You can never come with hypocrisy. Instead, because we cannot enter from frying pan into the fire. Either we get genuine something where we'll be in charge and be genuine about everything concerning us. When our people, where they put money is where in misplaced priority. That is where they put money. That is where they go and invest and put money. Either where they will be known as a trust or one, or they will get returns immediately, or anything concerning our collective interest. They see it as a different useless questions. They don't care about what is happening in our land. They don't care about our collectivity. That is very bad. Very, 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 very bad. It's a primitive mentality. I continue hammering on this primitive mentality because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even started by hammering on this for us to change the way we reason. Because the problem we have is our brain. It's in the brain, the way we reason. The way we reason. That's why I used to give example. I say, empty street in Spain or Germany, say Munich, take the whole people in Munich, bring them down to Imo State, then take the whole of Imo State people, take them to Munich that is built very well. Before long, those people in Munich will build, they will collectively build Imo State as to the taste of Munich, as to Munich is. And before long, those people in the Shoji that is in Munich, take Munich now as their land, they will destroy that place and turn it to the way the Imo State is. That is it. Because they are backwards. You are as intelligent as your environment. That is it. That is why if you go to France, you see there is a street, you see people, you see in this shoji, you believe that you are in a street of I don't know, in one African country. I'm telling you. Because on this shoji now home, now home, just like that. You see our people. I mean, our black people. The problem is the way we reason. The way is in the head. Look at in Nigeria. Look at, they have made revelations in the Senate. The senators, they come themselves. They say, look at Nigerians on an open eye. That man talking as a senator. He said, look at me as a senator. Look at the amount I'm getting. I have laughing allowance. It is my allowance is like the social amount of money, millions. Every month I receive money from my PA, a PA allowance. I have furniture allowance. Why is he doing? Because he himself, maybe, there are these people, even in the upper echelon, in the hierarchy, senators, there are some of them that it pains that they want an even population to react. That is why they make all these revelations openly. But Nigerians, yes, you see that man now, as he said, go to his house will be always filled up. People coming to beg, my son is sick, I need 30,000 naira in order to go to hospital. I don't have. I beg, Judah Gate. That is Ndishoji. That is the way they stop it. You and now I need money now. Even I on my rent. That is the only thing. That individual help. That is what they need. They don't want to sit up, gather to fight for the good system that will make everybody be comfortable. They don't want. Nothing they will get. That is why I say, you see this thing we are doing. Okay, Taka, I'm telling you, it will take time because our mental state is very, very far. All the far. The way we reason is fundamentally flawed. It's fundamentally flawed. What pains me is even in this struggle, you see people, they will not talk. Soludo, okay, fight crime instead of stereotyping. People that are doing kidnapping, if you catch them anywhere or doing this and that, but when you start stigmatizing a set of people, now idol worshipping is this and that, is rampant now, is Anambra, and I because on support on duty, but you are fighting injustice. You are fighting, you are crying against the Fulani headsmen. The people that their Allah gave your land for them as inheritance. You are crying. But if you have a chance, you also subdue and subjugate and do injustice to another person. How do you think you can get what you want? How? With this arrant hypocrisy. Condemn evil wherever you see it. Even if evil, injustice is being meted against your enemy, condemn it, say no, this is not the way. That is how upright people behave. Not you support it because either passively, even if you didn't talk, you like it, it sweet you inside your mind, say it serve them well. Yeah, also anakuzi also soludo. Ngwana yiru were de puta. Ka not talking obi. Mana, you are crying against a fallen onslaught. How do you think that you can get out from it? How do you think? How? Tell me how. We're here till thy kingdom come without changing the mindset. And what are you and you nothing until we genuinely know that look, even if you our core enemy, even if Fulani is passing injustice is being meted against you, you say no, it's not the right thing, please. That is how it is. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu show it by example. But when you see people that are behaving hypocritically, you praise the God of Israel that annihilated the indigenous people, give them the Canaanites, the Jebusites. These are indigenous population. You use it to pray and shout hallelujah. Whereas you are crying when Fulani headsmen that their Allah told them that they have to take your land by fire by force. It is their inheritance. Why are you crying then? Whereas you are against other indigenous population. Okay, but until we correct our mentality and know that that is it. This is where I'm going to stop. Otherwise, if we don't change our mentality, it will continue to be very hard for us. That is it. Until we find a common ground, say, look, we need to do something. We need to support IPOB. We need to sponsor ESN. We need to remove in our brain to be, we need to make our brain clean. We need to remove the flawlessness in our mentality and call injustice by its name. If you want to fight crime, fight crime. Don't make distinction. Don't make distinction because they are one doka, so how won't they so now they also want the idol worshipper. So anything happening hard. Oh, now that stereotyping by white people today, they are promote it for what? In Japan, every corner is a shrine. They are Shinto shrine. Do you know that before the advent of the Europeans, Japanese, they don't see it as their tradition. They don't see it as religion. The same way, the same thing in Africa is after the coming of the Europeans, now they started structuring their own religion. It's the same thing. The same thing. I don't worship all the same thing. In the Japanese name till today, till tomorrow. You see their shrines everywhere, every corner. They don't. That is their system. That is their way of life. If people are hijacking, some people are trying to hijack it in order to do bad things. You now you bring those people to the book, treat them according to the law, but not demonizing that our system, saying it is evil. No. You don't do that. Don't try it. Don't try it. But some people are either openly or covertly. They are happy. Man, it's already free from Fulani headsmen. It's already free from the caliphate. We must continue. This is where I'm going to stop. Biafra remains our tradition. Biafra remains our religion. And it is our ideology. It is either Biafra or Biafra. I don't believe in Biafra or death. No. Because they would say your enemies will say, okay, you'll be dead now. As you have taken, there is option like death. No, in my own, there is nothing like Biafra or death. It is either Biafra or Biafra. So that death has no space. It cannot even prevent us from restoring Biafra. That is it. So thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra, Emeka Monosi, Biafra, Gaimara, Biafra, Ganeboso Gamiri, Agaimara, Biafra, Ganeboso Gamiri.